Okay, so now we are going through the most common use of the array scan acquisition mode. Uh, I'm going to show the other two more spatial setting for the experiment. So the two most common used thing is the Z stack when you are trying to do a 3D image of the array scan, and also the time series experiment. If you're trying to take image of a certain sample for a while of time. So let's see the Z stack first, and let's go back to the most wide view, and then we take a live image first. Right now, this is the image we are having, right? And for it to make it easier, I will just use one channel at this time. And to make the time shorter, I will do, for example, 3x. So each of the image only take 2.27 seconds. And then let me do live. And this is the area we are trying to see. And because we hit the Z stack over here, you will see here, the Z stack panel pop up. And at this time, we just need to first focus our image to the bottom location first. Let me see. It would be easier if you just use the focus switch, which I'm not using right now. So let's say this is the bottom. We set this as the bottom, and then we hit first, and then we move up to the top where we want to see, and hit the last. Okay. Now we can start doing the image. And right now it's telling you all from the bottom to the top, the range is 24 micrometer. And you can, for the to different intervals, you can get a different number of the slice. Depends on how thin you want it to slice. It will affect the resolution in 3D. And it has a optimal tab. You can just use it here. And with the optimal tab right now, the slice is going to be 58 slice for this 3D images. And here, this frame time 2.27 seconds. 2.27 seconds is for one frame, which is one layer. And now we have 55 layers. So here, Zstack 55 layers, it will tell you how long it's going to take. And let's just hit start experiment. And we'll just hit minima and maxima, or hit auto for it to take. You'll notice that it's taking like image for each layers. So we are from very dim, which is out of focus, and then back into in focus, and then eventually back out of focus again. And here is all the image that is taken, and you can look at it. And I will just keep updating it. One important thing you will need to be aware about using Zstack or the time series experiment setting is that the photo bleaching and phototoxicity is a potential problem when you are because you are doing multiple image on the same spot. So it has more chance for you to bleach out the dye at that certain area. So for every experiment, you need to first understand the tolerance of your dyes to the lasers, and then decided like how many, for example, in the Z stack, how many layers you want to use, or in time series, what's the time interval for you to do the experiment without causing photobleaching or phototoxicity. That is gonna to affect how you define the result you observed. Okay, this is almost done. We're right now at the 50 layers. A couple more seconds and we'll see the result. Okay, here's the result. So we can look from the first layer and all the way to the bottom layer. And we will notice that as this go by, you will notice it's getting more clear in the middle and more out of focus at both of the end. And for the 3D images, you need to go to here, the array scan tab, and then click here, process current image 3D, and then create the process image. So be aware that all the image you are taking in the acquisition tab, you need to do this, whether you do current 2D image or current 3D image. You need to use the array scan process. This is a specific program for them to do the post process. So you need to do create process images here, and it will process all the image by array scan itself. So that's how we get the super resolution. Now we have another file that is array experiment 1013 array processed. So now this is the previous one. We are taking image. You'll notice that there's 2.5D profiling, but there's no 3D. So once you process it, you will notice there's a 3D tab over here. You can click on it, and then you can see the 3D images here. And let's adjust the threshold first, and you can see it. Okay. So every image you want the super resolution, you need to, after you are taking the images, you need to go to the array scan tab here, create the processed image, and then save both the raw and the processed images for future use, whether you are doing editing or something. So this is how you do the Z stack. Let's go on, take a look at the time series. So let's go back to look at where we are right now. Okay, we're out of focus because we do the Z stack. So first things first, we need to go back to into focus. Okay. And I want to save time, I'm going to like do the same thing, only look at this area. And time series, once you click this tab on time series, you can notice that like the Z stack, you'll pop out another like time series panel. So here you can set the duration, which means how many like images you want to take. For example, 10 cycles, that means it's gonna take 10 frames. So let's, for example, let's make it easier. Let's do 5 cycles. And then the interval is telling you how much longer is from one cycle to another one. So let's say let's do, for example, 5 seconds. Okay. So each image is gonna take 2.27 seconds to take an image, and then after 5 seconds, it's going to take another one. Okay. So once you set up this part and we want to take a look at this one, okay? And then we just hit the start experiment. It's going to take image every 5 seconds. So you see, they take the first one and they are waiting for a certain time. It's telling you next image is gonna be in how many seconds, okay? Okay, once here is done, you'll notice that with the different time stamp, you will have one images. Right now, because our sample is not moving, so it's obviously it's gonna be very fixed image. And we can go to the array scan here, click the all images and process it. And now you have this is your raw file and this is your array processed image, okay? And you can always do like time series and Zstack at the same time. Then what it's gonna do is it will, for each cycle, it will do a 3D image for each cycle. Okay, so you can combine different experiments set out together, and then once it's done, once you're done with the setting, then just hit the start experiment. Okay, that's it. That's for the acquisition tab. And once you have all this file prepared, just choose the file you want, or click the right click. You can see it save select as, and then just save with the name and the CZI file, and then just click save to the folder you want to save. Okay. Okay, that's it.